Breaking news out of the castle in Baltimore for the Ravens flock. I got the news for you on today's extra of the Flex Zone podcast. A little bit of content coming out for you on your Wednesday afternoons. Hope you're having a great week. We're almost through the week and we're almost to the weekend. Beautiful weather and brighter days ahead as the draft is behind us. Rookie minicamp is coming up this week. The Baltimore Ravens have exercised the fifth-year option on all-pro safety Kyle Hamilton. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and strip sack that subscribe button. We love to have you. And make sure you go ahead and tackle that thumbs up. Give it a nice hit stick. When you hit that thumbs up, it lets other people know that the Flex Zone is putting out great content for you Ravens fans. And hit the bell. It'll let you know when all of our videos drop. And do me a favor. Leave me a comment. It can be Ravens related, draft related, any comment. Let me know what you're having for dinner tonight. Every comment helps us out tremendously as we are the best of the best of the best. But breaking news out of the castle of the Baltimore Ravens, unsurprising to no one, this was not a major shock or any major news. We knew this was on the horizon with the deadline coming up for teams to exercise the fifth-year option on players drafted in 2022 as part of that draft class. The Baltimore Ravens have exercised the fifth-year option on all-pro safety Kyle Hamilton. We have the official tweet here that I'm going to pull up on Twitter. If you haven't already, follow us on X at the Flex Zone. You see the blue check mark. There we are. But they are exercising the fifth-year option on safety Kyle Hamilton. As you can see, the statement is from General Manager Eric DeCosta, where he states that we are exercising the fifth-year option for Kyle Hamilton with the goal of working toward a multi-year extension. While we not applying the fifth-year option to Tyler Linderbaum, it is our intention for him to remain a Baltimore Raven long-term. That is from General Manager and Executive Vice President Eric DeCosta. So they're exercising the fifth-year option on Kyle Hamilton, and they will not apply the fifth-year option to Tyler Linderbaum. Remember, he was also drafted in the first round after the Marquise Hollywood Brown trade to Arizona. So there you see it there. Now, if we look at Kyle Hamilton's contract, as mentioned, he is now going to be signed through 2026. As of today, as you can see the news, he was bought back to the Ravens. He is re-signing with the club. And as you can see there, he is making a modest, what is that, 18 mil for the fifth-year option, which will have a cap hit of $18.6 million this coming season. His base salary, $2.92 million, 2.25 signing bonus, only a cap hit of $5 million. But as mentioned, they picked up the club option, the fifth-year option. It now has him through 2026. So what that means now, Kyle Hamilton will be good for this season. He'll be good for next season, and the Ravens will have the rest of this offseason and next offseason to get a long-term deal done with Kyle Hamilton because he will not be a free agent until after the 2026 season. As you can see in the year 2027, after the 2026 season, he will be a UFA, which is an unrestricted free agent, meaning he can sign anywhere he wants, but that is where the Ravens come into play. They put the fifth-year option in. He is signed through 2026. We got him for at least 2 more years. And after that, remember, in the NFL, you can franchise a player. So they can franchise Kyle Hamilton if they would like in 2026 or 2027 rather themselves. And if they wanted to have a situation where they have him come in and he is pretty much as part of this team still, they can have him sign this year, sign next year, franchise him in 2027 while they try to work out that long-term deal. But obviously, with the money that safeties make, especially someone like himself, he's going to break the bank. He is going to cost more than the guy they didn't give the fifth-year option to, Tyler Linderbaum. Why I think an option for a long-term contract could be coming for him. But as you see, 2025 this season, he'll be a Raven. 2026 next season, they pick the fifth-year option. So if they do sign him, they'll probably try to sign him by next offseason because he will be a free agent after the 2026 season. As mentioned, if all else fails, they can do the franchise tag if they want in 2027. Long story short, he's not going anywhere. Look for a long-term deal maybe this time next year. We got Lamar. We got Tyler Linderbaum. As we look at him real quick, when you look at Tyler, also drafted in the same draft class, he essentially has the same type of situation as Kyle Hamilton because same year, they did not pick up his option. So with that being said, as you can see, this is his last season as a Raven. If they do not come to a new contract with him after this season, he will be an unrestricted free agent. So basically, they will be looking to probably get a deal done with him after this season because they didn't pick up his 5th-year option as a first round pick. You do have that opportunity when a team drafts you, but they did not pick up the option, so it's only the standard 4-year deal. So this will be his last season. 2.5 million base, 1.7 million signing bonus, 4.2 million cap hit for the Pro Bowl center, who I think his best football is ahead of him, and I think he's a vital part of this rebuilt, retooled offensive line. I know a lot of Ravens fans want the trenches, want to protect Lamar. He's a big part of that as well. Now, his was declined because it was $23.4 million. So obviously that is too high for the cap. So with seeing some of the moves that were recently made, we saw up in Philly, their center just got paid. What does that mean for Tyler Linderbaum? Is he going to make 19, 20 million a year? That seems to be the ballpark in that range. But that means maybe is a Tyler Linderbaum extension on the horizon because I think it's cheaper right now to get Tyler Linderbaum maybe at 20 million a year instead of going to try to get Kyle Hamilton at 25, 30 million a year when you still have 2 more years this year and next year and 2027 if all else fails as well. But centers are more affordable than a do it all Swiss Army knife, atomic weapon, Ferrari, and Kyle Hamilton. But Eric DeCosta, we give him a lot of slack. He swung it out of the park with those two moves, but it's going to be all right. They did what they were supposed to do. They're on the right path. This is the next piece of the pie, the next piece of the off-season puzzle as we head into the offseason. The draft is over. We got rookie minicamp this Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So we're going to be recapping that, talking about that coming up. That's the next big thing. Then the week after that, then we'll have the schedule release coming up, the 14th. So we know who we're playing. We'll know when and where. So we'll be live for that as well. I think Linderbaum could potentially get a deal before the season starts because if not, is he a candidate to be a franchise taggee next year if all those fails? We have that in our back pocket also. But as mentioned, Lamar's going to get an extension. Kyle Hamilton, Linderbaum wants his money. Travis Jones is going to want his money. Isaiah Likely's going to want his money. Andrews is likely gone. Dave Flowers in a couple of years. What's going to happen with Bateman? A lot of ways this can go, ladies and gentlemen. Lele. These are going to be situations where guys are going to want to get paid and paid to their value of other guys at their position who have gotten hooked on. But the drafting of Malachi Starks is only going to make Kyle Hamilton more money because he'll be able to do more and get back to Pro Bowl, all-pro level he was at a few years ago. Be more about a line of scrimmage, be more havoc in the backfield, listen to the quarterback, create those turnover opportunities that this defense lacks. And I think Linderbaum, they'll get a deal done. I think, try to make a prediction, I think they will try to get a deal done with Linderbaum before this season. And I think they will find some sort of agreement. Maybe when we get in the training camp, this be a Tyler Linderbaum deal done. So don't panic, Ravens spot. Kyle Hamilton's not going anywhere, and I don't think Linderbaum's going anywhere. I think those are two pillars to be here long term for Ravens. Make sure if you haven't already tracked that subscribe button, go ahead and tackle that thumbs up, leave us a like, and make sure you blitz that bell. Know when all the content drops. And remember, please leave a comment down below. It's going to be an emoji that you're having for dinner, your thoughts on the moves, and where the Ravens go next. Let me know what your thoughts are as we get ready for rookie minicamp. I'll be recapping it right here on the Flex Zone Podcast. The best. Thank you for watching. Have a great Wednesday. We'll see you later. And back on the channel with more content right here on the